Hey everybody, it's Sunday, and if you remember last weekend, I had said, that it was really busy and it wasn't the easiest thing to do to sit back and try to put together a vlog post every night. Being at the camper, I stayed really occupied, and, having to upload via my phone isn't the most fun, all that good stuff. So I decided to just gather footage and photos and what have you, put it all together on Sunday night. That was my intentions for this weekend, because I was supposed to go pick up a new golf cart and take that up to the camper and be up there for this weekend. Well, things didn't work out quite like I had hoped, so I never made it up to the camper. Don't have my golf cart yet either, which is a bummer. So, spent the weekend here, with my family. And I had time to vlog. I could have vlogged Saturday, but I didn't. And I've been really struggling with the reason that I didn't. And I'll just talk about why I didn't, and if people want to see Saturday's stuff end up in a vlog post, then maybe that's what I do. But here's what it is. So Saturday, my wife, my youngest son, and I went to my in-laws' house, my wife's parents, to just do a little visiting, and also because I wanted to go over there and help them out with a problem that they've got. And the problem is, they've got groundhogs or woodchucks, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. They're just a big nuisance rodent. The problem that they're having is that they have been digging underneath the stalls and the floor in their barn. Now, this barn used to contain horses. They used to breed horses. They used to raise horses. My wife and her sister used to show them. They were a horse family. And as my in-laws got older, they got away from horses, once my wife and her sister moved out. But they still use the barn. They store their tractor in there that they use for lawn care and property maintenance. They store various things in the barn. Well, because it doesn't get as much traffic as it used to, the groundhogs have decided that it's theirs. So they've been digging tunnels and holes all over the place. And they can really undermine the foundation of a building if you're not familiar with what damage groundhogs can do. And actually, my father-in-law stepped into a hole, fell, and could have been hurting pretty badly. He's an older gentleman. So I volunteered my services to come over and bring my son Carter over, and we brought our rifles over, and we were going to shoot groundhogs. For animal rights people, I suppose this would be like a cruel and wicked thing to do. And people would probably say, why don't you live trap them? Well, you know what? I don't have time to go over there every day to check on live traps. My in-laws certainly have no business trying to live trap and then transport these animals somewhere and release them. So shooting them is totally acceptable here in Michigan, but we were out there, and I did a little live Facebook video of my son and I out there shooting, and of course I had somebody, chime in, oh, that's disgusting, you're teaching your son to kill animals, and we're not just out there killing them for no reason at all, we're killing them for a purpose. But I also was out there with my rifle, which is an AR-15. And given recent horrible tragedy that occurred in Orlando using not an AR-15, but a rifle that looks like an AR-15, and regardless, just some of the things that have occurred using those types of weapons, it made me really think about whether or not I should be using it on video and talking about it. Hold on, here comes my son. I gotta stop the camera for just a second.
think we found something with the geocaching, but we don't know.
Why? What do you mean?
You have to come see it.
I have to come see it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Slight interruption in the vlog. I'm gonna go see. My son is geocaching, and actually right across the street from our house there's a park, and there's a geocache there. So let me get back to my topic here in a minute. Let me go geocache. All right. So here's what Carter found down inside of this bush. Ugh. Yep, it's hooked on a little carabiner. There. Alright, so open it up. I think the top, no, unscrew the top. There you go. There's probably a little logbook in there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And it doesn't come with a pencil.
So we'll run home, get a pen or pencil.
And then you got to put it back.
And then you write your name on it and put it
I wonder
back.
if we could hide it again.
You put it back in the same spot.
No, because they have it calculated and everything.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
See how many people.
Wow, there's a lot.
Did it get wet?
I don't know. But there's a... Oh, wow. From a lot of people.
That's
cool,
Are there
Curtis.
dates?
Yeah, there's some. So you need to write the date that you found it.
Wow, let's see.
Wow, this is from 2015.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah.
All right.
6/8/16. I knew I saw people over here. Very cool.
All right. Go write your name and then you put it back in the same spot.
I
Yep.
don't get it. It says, I don't mean to impose, but I am the ocean. How does that make sense to a bush?
People
Well, Google that quote, because that quote
Well, it
is,
said that on the app, too.
yeah, because that is, you'll have to Google it. Google what that quote is and let me know who said it, where it's from.
Wow. You
Maybe they
need
put
to
famous.
start doing that.
Maybe they put famous quotes in every single one of them or something.
No, just this person did on that one.
No, it was on the app too.
It's the clue in the app.
So you got to go put it back in the same spot, Carter, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I want to go look for another one.
So I guess that makes it into the vlog post. Carter's first geocache. His first adventure.
Do they tell you where the other ones are located? Or...
Yeah, you just press start and then it brings to it. But I'm just probably going to find the general area of it because the
Yeah,
app
because
kinda...
now you can go down to the cemetery and look for it.
I might do that.
Yeah.
Take your brother.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do another one. But I'm trying to think of where to do it.
Is there one over in the greenery?
All right, so...
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, there goes a baby squirrel up on the porch. Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
that's not good.
Where did he go?
Go get a pen.
Maybe he went under.
I don't know where he went.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. I had to go with Carter and help him with this geocaching. It's cool that he found a little fun activity that he can do over summer break here in Michigan. So let me get back to what I was talking about. What I was talking about is that, you know, this vlog, all of my vlogging isn't necessarily going to always be photography related, you know, and that's kind of what I like about what I've been doing, you know, is that I just bring bits of, you know, my life into the vlog. And one of those things that I do, one of those parts of my life is that I'm a gun owner, and I don't see a problem with a citizen owning a weapon like the AR-15. People have it in their head that this gun is only for killing people, or it's only for, you know, shooting mass amounts of bullets and hurting, you know, other humans, and that's not what I bought it for. You know, and it just sucks that I feel like I have to restrict what I share online because of what is happening in our society by a very, very, very extremely minute number of people. You know, it's that whole, you know, that old adage, you know, like it only takes one apple to spoil the bunch or whatever, you know what I mean? It just, the actions of a few psychotic, deranged people has totally ruined the fun of gun ownership for somebody like myself. You know, I was raised around guns my whole life. You know, I was brought up hunting and shooting guns, you know, and that's something that I've loved being able to do with my kids. And the AR-15 is just, it's been demonized for the way it looks, not just what it does. I mean, you know, any gun is dangerous, you know. Okay, here, I'll show you one of my guns, and I'm just kind of curious what people think about this. So, I just had this out earlier. This. What do people think when they see this? It's got a grip on it. It's got a red dot sight. It's got a sling. It's all black. By the way, it is no magazine. Chamber is open. There is nothing in the weapon. It is cleared, just so you know. So what do you think of that gun? What is that? Is that an AR-15? Is that like a deadly assault rifle? Curious what somebody who's not familiar with guns would think about that. That gun is it's a very cheap 9mm carbine rifle. So what does that mean? It's 9mm. It's the same round that I shoot from my pistol. It's not some crazy military round, you know. It is just a basic pistol round. But the gun looks, I think it looks cool, but there's a huge growing number of people that think that that look is what makes the gun bad, and it's not. It's what somebody does with it that makes not the gun bad, it just makes their actions bad. And this is my opinion here. You know, this isn't, and this is why I'm doing this, because the position I'm in with Olympus, I don't want anybody to think, you know, oh, he's an Olympus, you know, guy, and this is what he thinks. This has nothing to do with Olympus, so just don't think anything about the company based on my opinion. But I just want to get it out there that, you know, it's messed up that people think that the gun is the bad thing. It's the people that are bad. You know, my AR-15 is in this bag right here. I don't know if I can turn the camera. It's right here. It's not, it's got a lock on it. It's got actually two locks. It's got a trigger lock and a cable lock through the mag well, so it's as safe as it's going to get aside from being locked inside of a safe. But aside from that, let me just say, this gun sits here all day, all night, day after day after day after day, and never does anything to anybody. It sits there and it waits for me to get it out and go somewhere, remove the locks, load it, and fire it. It's not going to kill anyone on its own. It takes somebody who has got serious problems in their head to go kill somebody. And it's like I said, it just sucks that I feel like I can't share that part of my life, you know, with my viewers because of the actions. I need to let the cat out because he was sleeping in here and wants out. Sorry. Alright. So again, it just really, it bums me out that I feel like I can't share that part of who I am and what I do, you know, because of the actions of a few individuals. I'm not trying to take away from how terrible what happened in Orlando was, what happened in Sandy Hook, what happened in Colorado at the movie theater. These places where the actions of some deranged people took the lives of people who were just trying to go about their day, like I try to go about mine, like my family tries to go about theirs. So I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say that, you know. So I'm probably not gonna share the footage from Saturday of my son and I doing what I consider a completely normal activity out at the farm doing pest control. You know, it pissed off somebody that used to be a Facebook friend of mine. I I just removed her from my friends list because her comment was really strong, you know, for what is something that people have been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years, you know, just removing nuisance animals that are causing damage to property and actually hurting people. In the case of my father-in-law, falling through the ground into a tunnel that they had burrowed right below the surface and falling down and hurting his legs. So yeah, I know this is so not my typical vlog post. It's so not photography related, you know, but that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes that's what my vlog posts are going to be. And I guess that's it. Out of Chicago is coming up this week. Sunday night, obviously, right now, but I'll be working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday morning getting up bright and early, and Mike Baining and I are heading to Chicago. So that'll be exciting. I'm hoping to God I get a few vlog posts in while I'm there. No promises. It's a busy schedule at Out of Chicago. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you understand that not all gun owners are bad. You know, we don't represent the few psychopaths out there, you know. That those of us who own the AR-15 don't own it because we're psychopaths. We own it because it's a fun gun to shoot. It's affordable to shoot. It's light, so that when I walk into the back part of the 30-plus acres that my in-laws own to shoot, it's not killing my back because I'm carrying a heavy gun. It's fun because it's customizable. You know, anybody who is into, you know, custom cars or, hell, custom built computers, whatever, you know, it's the same mentality. I look at it the same way. Anyways, you know, that I can mod my gun, you know, by adding a different stock or a different grip or a different sight or, you know, whatever. So that's, you know, one of the reasons it's fun, you know, and it's a hell of a accurate gun to shoot, you know. Shooting woodchucks, it was humane. It was quick and over with just in an instant. There was no suffering by the animal, you know, which is again why it was a perfect choice for what I was doing. Yeah, so I've vented. I'm not trying to persuade you to think that you need to have a gun in your life necessarily. I'm not trying to tell you that that I'm anti anything or pro anything. I just don't think that it's right that I have to feel like I can't just share what I do. Yeah. So again, you know, I don't represent the thoughts and viewpoints of Olympus as a company. I just represent them as far as cameras go, like the fact that I'm recording this on the TG Tracker, which, for those who are wondering about the field of view and what I'm doing with all that, I have the underwater housing set up on it and have restricted the field of view to the underwater field of view, which narrows it down quite a bit. So hopefully this perspective is a little bit easier to handle, not so overwhelming as the full 204-degree field of view that you get with the other housing on it, so, or the other lens port. Yeah, that's it, you guys. I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully I don't lose too many subscribers by letting it be known that I do own guns, you know, and I like to shoot guns. And if I do lose you, I'm sorry. Hopefully you find another cool channel to subscribe to, another great photography channel. You guys take care. Hope your weekend was as good as mine was, and I will see you tomorrow for sure. Bye.